For the Venezuelan government, this is what a rescued farm looks like. In December, President Hugo Chavez expropriated this 4,000-hectare cattle ranch from one of Venezuela's wealthiest families.
This was a private ranch, but it was deteriorating, and there was horrendous exploitation of workers, to the point that we can say, here we found slavery-like conditions in the 21st century.
Lanz says the government will diversify production to include fish, corn, and rice. Once a food exporter, Venezuela now must import staples like milk, and Chavez blames the country's large landowners. The 133 workers at Hacienda Bolivar have always lived with their families on this property.
The way of life has improved here. They're fixing my house. If it rained before, the roof leaked, and it could disrupt the little sleep that we were getting.
Since December, the government has expropriated 47 ranches and farms in this western region, which is Venezuela's agricultural heartland. In some cases, officials say, it was because the owners did not live and work on the property themselves, or in others because the land use was deemed inefficient. The ultimate goal is very clear, and that is to convert these from profit-making enterprises benefiting just a few people to cooperatives that support and feed a much broader group of Venezuelans. The government accuses the local Ranchers Association of burning down its land office in January as retaliation. Ranchers in this region are among Chavez's most determined political opposition. Reynaldo Celis does live on his ranch, which is an eighth the size of Hacienda Bolivar. The army has occupied it anyway. The soldiers did not allow our camera inside, but Celis showed us his workers' living quarters, which had king-size beds and flat-screen TVs.
I'm president of one of the biggest ranchers associations in the country, and I think that's why they're here, because there isn't any other reason for expropriating this ranch.
Celis says his award-winning cows produce 4 times more milk than the national average. But he says until the government decides if he can keep his property or not, those cows will remain idle. Craig Mauro, Al Jazeera, Santa Barbara, Venezuela.